Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. The international games are all over, which we'll talk about in a moment, and it's nearly time for the Premier League to start again, and it's going to be absolutely shocker. Obviously, Spurs on Saturday at Atlanta, Man United. There's just games coming thick and fast in Europa League and in the League Cup. So it's if you've been sick of it, you're going to get it thrown right in your faces. Right, let's get into it. Let's start with the those internationals. A couple of games last night, or three games certainly that in the long term could involve Everton players being in the World Cup. Let's start with Gylfi Sigurdsson. He scored twice last night against the Ukraine. Iceland are now joint top with Croatia and 2 points ahead of Turkey and the Ukraine. Iceland will qualify for a playoff as one of the best runners-up if it stays as it is. But Iceland face Turkey away, which will be a very tough game, and Kosovo at home if they're to make it into the World Cup and follow on from the successes of the Euros a year ago. It's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. Obviously, being on the same points as Croatia at the top, they've got a fantastic chance, but they've also got a good chance of being in the playoffs as well. And they're a decent team, and with someone like Gylfi Sigurdsson, they've got every chance of getting through. And a couple of good goals last night, but actually like poachers goals rather than anything spectacular, just latching onto things in the box. And it was good that he got another 90 plus 2 minutes. He did get taken off after 90 plus 2 minutes, but it's fantastic that he's had another good run and got a couple of goals. Another team with obviously an Everton connection, Ashley Williams. Wales last night beat Moldova 2-0 to go above Ireland by a point. Now those two teams face each other in the last game, which could be a potential playoff for that playoff spot in the group. Obviously Ireland, who will have James McCarthy, Seamus Coleman probably in their ranks by the time you get to that. If they got to the World Cup, maybe not the next games, but you never know. You never know with Ireland. Ireland obviously got beat 1-0, which was disappointing for them, but good 2-0 win for Wales over Moldova, and it's going to be really interesting if it comes down to that last game. Although at the moment, whoever does finish second in this group won't qualify for a playoff spot. There's only 8 playoff spots and 9 groups, I think, so that they would miss out. But if Wales were to win both games, they'd have a really good chance of getting one of the spots because it's very close above them. So they were the players involved last night. They'll all be back in the next 24 hours or so as we warm up for the Premier League restart, the proper start almost on Saturday. Everton have been linked, or certainly spoke about a player that they tried to get at the end of the window. Ebola, which is a really, really bad name for a newspaper, claimed the Blues moved for Porto defender Ivan Marciano in the final days of the window, but Ronald Koeman saw the offer rejected both by club and by player. So there you go. We tried to get a defender in, but it was rejected. Everton and the community have been shortlisted for a total of 6 prizes in the 2017 Football Business Awards. They are Best Club Marketing Initiative, Premier League for the record-breaking season ticket campaign All for One, Innovation Award for a pilot scheme aimed at educating men on their behaviour online and reporting illicit content. Best Football Community Scheme for Everton community as its groundbreaking work across Merseyside. Best Corporate Social Responsibility Scheme for being the first football club to appoint a neighbourhood manager and the work the club and charity do in the Blue Mile around Goodison in supporting local residents and businesses. Best Brand Activation involving football for the partnership work between Sports Pesa and Everton in taking Everton to Tanzania and giving East Africa its first taste of Premier League football as a club announced its new main partner. So good luck with that. We normally come away with a few prizes. It's nice that there's a mix of club stuff and Everton in the community stuff, and obviously the work Everton do in the community is absolutely second to none, so good luck. And lastly, the papers have gone a bit mad today with Wayne Rooney. He went to training. Woo! Some papers said he missed his son's first day of school well, what's he supposed to do in the first day of school? He goes to school. That's what normal people do. They drop the kids off at school and go to work. That's what normal people do. And then one of the papers actually said that he went in with a beard and came out clean shaven. Oh my God! Player goes to training and has a shower and decides to have a shave. Madness, absolute madness. Other newspapers saying he had an hour-long meeting with Ronald Koeman, where he was dressed down and all that crap that you hear where the newspapers have to fill column inches. They obviously haven't got enough room in their newspapers with royal weddings and everything else to distract them from what the real problems are in the country and the world. Tomorrow, obviously, I think Ronald Koeman will be having his press conference. It's going to be very, very interesting. There's going to be loads he's going to be getting asked about. The deadline day situation, not bringing a centre forward. Wayne Rooney, Ross Barkley, Kevin Morales. So it should be interesting tomorrow. So make sure you look out for the Everton News Daily tomorrow as we react to what he said. Thank you for watching Toffee TV as ever, and I'll see you later.